Hey YouTube, how's it going? It's me, R-Squad 911, back again with another statue unboxing, assembly, and review. Today I have something pretty exciting, something that I've had on pre-order since the beginning of this year. Just arrived about 15 minutes ago. I had some issues, which I'm going to get into in a couple of moments. But a big shout out to Todd at Spec Fiction Shop. Not only did he hook me up with one, but he hooked me up with two of these Star Wars, The Mandalorian, and the Child, which is known as Grogu, quarter scale Polystone statue, legacy replica, Iron by Iron Studios. Super duper excited about this. There was this whole thing going on when I first pre-ordered it. Thank God I pre-ordered from Todd. Todd is my go-to guy. He's super reliable, super trustworthy, always delivers. I couldn't be happy with him. But I had ordered it day one when this thing got released. I think Big Bad Toy Store and a whole bunch of other companies had this on their site. People started ordering them, and then 2 days later, all of a sudden, these things disappeared from their websites. So long story short is Sideshow stepped in and pretty much cock-blocked Iron Studios from selling their Mandalorian and Child because Sideshow has their own Mandalorian and Child quarter scale statue, and they didn't want Iron Studios sales to encroach on their sales, which I don't see what the big deal is. I think friendly competition is always welcome. It helps the hobby get better, helps people put out better stuff. And I must say this one is much better looking than Sideshow's. Plus there's only 750 of these made, where Sideshow add a zero to that, 7,500 made of that one. So, I mean, it's just a drop in the bucket. I don't know why Sideshow would do something like that. It's only 750 and let them sell out, which I think they have already. And you'll have, you know, so much more to sell. I don't know. It's tough. So people are now scrambling, trying to get these on the secondary market, which prices are crazy, $2,000. But honestly, if I didn't get this from in time, I'd probably be spending, I think, about $2,000 on one of these, because I think this is the better of the two statues. Sideshows is still great. I mean, if you don't want to spend obviously $2,000 secondary market on this one, the Sideshow is a great second. But there's only two of these, so is that last? I'm just kidding, guys. But yes, super excited about this. The reason why I'm not unboxing this out of its brown shipper, because before I said that I had some issues with it, it looked like those brown shippers were just sitting in a puddle of water for a long period of time. Thank God these are wrapped with plastic. There's holes in the plastic, so some water did get in. It's a little damp on the bottom of here, but I don't think it would have really got inside the statue. We'll see. Usually the styrofoam has that clear tape that goes around. But yeah. So super excited. Let's start unboxing this, shall we? Let's see. It's a little tall. I don't know if you guys can see me here. Okay. There is no tape around this box. So I'm probably going to have to unbox this on the floor somehow, because it's going to take too long. And yeah, I'm going to turn off the camera and I'll pull it out off camera, because it's better than fast forwarding the video, and we will see what's up inside the box. All right, so I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. So I figured out why there is no tape that goes around the box is because they use straps. This is great. I love the straps, but tape would have been better for me just because of that whole water issue I had. So we'll see when we open this up. I'm gonna have to check the other one as well later on. So the reason why I have two is because one is gonna go in the house, and one is gonna go at my office a couple of kilometers away from here. But who knows, maybe I'll sell it on the secondary market and make my money back on both. But who knows? I don't want to go out there and gouge people either. So I think I'll just keep it for myself or maybe gift it to my brother or whatnot. But yeah, here we go. Let's start opening this thing up. And voila. Okay, so what do we have here? Make sure everything is on the camera here. I'm gonna tilt it down a little bit more so we can see better. Hopefully that looks okay. Let's start off with this pram here. I've already seen some videos unboxing of this, and I know there's some inaccuracies and whatnot because, well, you'll see later on the Mando here, he already has his Mudhorn sigil on his Beskar armor, and he has his Beskar armor, so this is the old style pram. It should be all silver and not the pram that he found him in the first episode. But still cool, I kind of like it. If there's too much silver, I feel like it'll just be too much silver. I kind of like this. It's very reminiscent of the exciting first episode we saw on The Mandalorian. But you can see here, that's the pram there. You can see the little, the blanket, Grogu, the child right here. Nice little fingernails. Pram looks good, very heavy. This kind of feels like plastic, but this is definitely Polystone there, and that's where it pegs in with the magnet. Great detail all the way around. Looks like a little egg. And yeah, that looks fantastic. All right, so we'll put that here. Next, I guess we'll do the base. That is really, really cool. That is heavy as well. Wow, okay. Let's see, what number is this? This is number 66 of 750. Cool little picture of Mando there and the child. Iron Studios, Star Wars, The Mandalorian and the child. Legacy replica, quarter scale. And there you have it. Quite heavy, hollow, but still really heavy. I think most of the weight is here. You can see the weathered Stormtrooper helmet here. Really, really nice paint on there. I really like how they did this base. It really looks like actual terrain. Great use of colors and shades. I mean, colors as in browns, brown and more brown. But it looks fantastic. Even on the rocks, it looks like there's sand bits on it, even on the helmet. You can see there with the weathering. I think it looks fantastic. The Mudhorn sigil right here, only one of them, so maybe that's the front of the base like that. It'll sit like this. And that looks really, really good. Detail all the way around. All right, I am super, super pumped for this. Okay, I'll put that back there. What's next? We'll do this. It looks like the cape. Mando's cape here. I love sculpted capes. You guys know me. If you guys watch and follow me, you know I hate mixed media. I love sculpted capes. I just hate, because I suck at posing them. This looks great with the weathering. Some rips and tears in here. It'd be nice if these were actual holes. Kind of like my Mythos Vader, like there's like burn holes in it and there's actual holes, like see-through holes. Maybe they didn't do it because they were worried that it would lead to cracking or stress cracking. But all these rips and stuff, they even go through, like here is here. So they could have just punched it through instead of actually putting like textured pattern. Maybe it's like a thick layered cape and layers of it have been torn. Would have been kind of cool if they actually put holes in it. It would have been nice. I don't know if actually on the show he has holes and stuff in it. It's all tattered at the bottom here. And it is quite thick, so maybe it is heavily layered and they're just tears and not holes that go all the way through. Peg right there. Yeah, that looks fantastic. It's nice and light. Put that there. Next, what are we gonna, oh, this looks like Grogu's head here. Yes, it is. Oh, that looks really cool. Rosy cheeks, just like Sideshow's life-size one. Maybe not as rosy, but that looks really good. Shiny eyes. I know when they first did the first reveal of this with their, I don't know, mock-ups or digital mock-ups or renderings, it didn't look great. Grogu looked really horrible. I think he looks fantastic now. What's great about Iron Studios is they listened to the criticism online and they came through, which is a great thing coming from a company who they listen to their fan base and to their followers and to their buyers, and they improve. Instead of saying, nope, sorry, this is what we came up with and that's what you're getting. So good on you, Iron Studios. Very, very impressed. Put that there. Next, let's do, well, we'll do that after. We'll do Mando's, what arm is this? This is his left arm here. Really cool. Nice weathering there. Looks like blaster hits that have been deflected. Really nice. I know these gloves should have been like a lighter gray or a white even, but I think it still looks fantastic. Little bit of orange peel on here. Not as bad as I've seen on other ones that are online, so it's pretty smooth. It feels very smooth to the touch. Looks good. Very, very nice detail there. Gloves look good too. Stitching, seams, patterns on the fabric look amazing. Very nice shine and sheen to the Beskar armor. All right, that's for that one now. I'll put that there. The next one is his right arm. Again, the same as the left arm. Very nice detail. Mudhorn sigil right there. Really fantastic detail. Iron Studios, kudos to you. Looks fantastic. And another thing was, I think when I did email and message Iron Studios, they did say, oh no, like you won't be able to buy this directly from us, but you'll be able to buy it from our distributors like Sideshow. And it sucks for the people who waited for Sideshow to get their, like, it was actually false promises or false, I don't know. It was completely false is what I'm trying to say, is it never showed up on Sideshow's website. So it sold out and people who were waiting to get on Sideshow couldn't get it. And I guess people who didn't pay that extra $50 to $80 more buying it from other companies like Big Back Toy Store, Specs Fiction Shop, I forget the other stores, because they don't matter, only Specs Fiction matters, right? And I don't know, I'm not going to say cheap, but they just wanted to be more frugal about it and save a little, like who doesn't want to save money on this expensive hobby? They waited and they got screwed. And I feel really bad for those collectors. But all I know is I really wanted this and yeah, thank God I got two. So here it is, right? Here they both are back there. Anyways, back on track. This is now Mando's body here. Oh, that's heavy. He looks big. He's big. Little bit more orange peel on his chest armor. Really smooth on his quad armor here. I know there were some issues, like people were saying like this was inaccurate. It should be all, you know, Beskar. But I think it looks great. He has his knife here, his little blaster here. A little bit of protection there. I'll leave that till I put him into the base. Very, very nice detail. The disintegrating rounds, little detonators there. When he saved Grogu from the Empire's clutches, when he blew up that wall, that was another great, they were all great episodes. Very orange peely on the back here. Oh my goodness, like you can really feel that. Like, why couldn't they just sand it a little, get it smooth? Cape will be on it and blocking it, so I'm fine with that. Guess other people have complained that the Beskar armor should have came down a little lower and closer. But honestly, when it's displayed, like when I'm showing it like this, you can't even tell. It's only when you see it like from the side and from underneath like that. Looks fantastic. Pouches look great. Paint application is on point. There's no overspray or overpainting or anything. The weathering is great. They should have weathered this to make more look like the base. It looks more like they just took the tread gray and kind of just like overshot it on the boot there, but that's being really nitpicky. Yeah, you can see here, it's just kind of like gray. It's not really the color of the base. That would have been cool if they did that instead of him looking like he stepped into wet cement or something. Maybe some more speckling of dust. But yeah, that's just being nitpicky. It looks fantastic. I'm gonna put him down here. What else we got? We have the rifle here. I have an X-Acto knife in my pocket. I don't know why I'm fiddling with this. This is huge. Oops. And it looks great. Wow. Wow, that looks awesome. Even like the kind of neochrome that they kind of put on this. I don't know if you guys see it in the camera, but there's like that kind of like heat weathering on there. Like the amount of heat that comes out of here kind of gives it that kind of like purplish, bluish hue, which is very, very nice. Scope looks great. Oh man, like this is a fantastic, even, I don't know if you guys can see that up close, but the wood grain they put in that looks phenomenal as well. Just the sheer detail that they put in this is great. Amazing. You can see the box did take some damage here. There's a kind of like a crack there. But everything seems to be okay. Good thing this was on the end and it's more of a plastic than polystone, so it can take some force. And of course, last but not least, we have Mando's head sculpt helmet. That looks, oh man, that looks so good. The weathering that they put inside there looks fantastic. Smooth and shiny. So much detail. Man. Wow. It would have been cool if they could do a separate magnet piece for his light that he has there. And then, but I guess they wouldn't you'd have to use, I don't know, like a hearing aid sort of battery for that to be that small to work on here. But wow, that looks phenomenal. All right, so that's pretty much it for unboxing this thing. I guess all we have to do, all we have to do now is assemble, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the camera off the tripod, move this down to the floor, and we're gonna assemble this together. All right, so stay tuned. Okay guys, I am back. We are going to assemble this thing. And obviously we're going to start off with the base. This beautiful, wonderful, good looking base here. And next I'm going to start off with the pram. And he goes on like so. Very positive magnet hold there. I like that. At first when I was looking online, like how the pram just kind of sits on this piece of rock here. But now looking at it from where you guys are, it actually looks like it is hovering and floating. I mean, how else are you going to do it, right? Like do a piece of clear plastic? That just would look silly to me. Sorry, for Hot Toys fans, I think that's how Hot Toys does it. Let's see, Grogu, let's do, no, we'll do Grogu's head right now. I was going to do the heads all at the end, but looks fantastic. It looks great. You guys can see how the pram sits there before I put in Mando there. All right, and then where's the sigil? The sigil is right there, so that's forward. All right, next we will do Mando's body. And he pegs in like so, just one peg. Very tight fit. Let's see. There we go. Just got to get the angle right. Very cool. His foot is actually off the ground there. I mean, like his heel is on the floor. It's actually, he's strutting down the runway there, doing his little model walk. Looks great. His back foot, yeah, he's like right on his tippy toes on the side there, which looks great. I'll spin that around for you guys. Oops, I'll probably take that off there. That actually has some movement to it. That's probably why they put that there. Good thing. There's his, that's the galaxy's ass. That's a little play on Avengers there. Same company, right? Marvel, Star Wars, Disney. Okay, next, I'm not sure what you do next. Maybe it is the cape. The cape will peg right here. I'll peg it in so you guys can see it from behind. Actually, might be easier for me to see where it goes. There's also a magnet peg right here, and that's where that magnet will go. Okay, so line up the peg. Seems to be quite tight. I'm going to pull it out just to double check. Looks like there's some paint residue on the pin here. So I'm just going to clean it off with my fingernails quite a bit. And usually with these, you know, it's just to guide it, but you don't want to jam up on you. There you go. Perfect. So when you guys are assembling it, just use your fingernails and just, I have paint all over my fingers now. And it just slid right in like that. That was the only issue. And it's a great fit. I love that. Oh, I love sculpted capes. Looks so good. There's like a little peg here with a magnet. I think that's obviously for the rifle. Okay, next we are going to do his left arm. Kind of goes backwards. Very strong magnet. Looks great. I'm gonna do his X arm here. That looks great as well. I'm gonna spin him around again for you guys. Hopefully he's all within camera frame. He's actually a lot taller than I thought he would be. Yeah, I'm gonna have to raise the camera up just a little bit so you guys can see his head when I put it on. Next, we will do the rifle, this beautiful, beautiful rifle. I believe it goes on like this. That is, you know what? Some guys were complaining on some of the videos that if you hit it, it would just fall right off. But honestly, my magnet is really strong. As soon as I get the key in about halfway, it just pulls itself on there. So as wobbly as it is, when you obviously from like when you touch back here, it's not going to fall off because this magnet is really holding it. Like I have to use quite a bit of force to pull that off. So no worries on mine, at least. Of course, I can't find where the peg is now. Oh, it has to go this way. Yeah, I mean, I'm good with that. Very happy with that. But wow, it adds probably a good like 3-4 inches this way on the statue. All right, and then last but not least, we're going to put Mando's head like so. And that's it right there. Whew. Man, this piece is amazing. Inaccuracies and all, like the pram and some of the armor, and like, you know, the color of the armor. It is a phenomenal piece. If you guys got this and was able to snag one, congrats. This thing is awesome. This is a keeper. Only 750 of these out there. Probably quite a lot less of them in North America because of the whole Sideshow debacle. If you have one of these, congratulations. It is primo. Wow. What an amazing piece. Jeez. Okay, so basically that's him all assembled. I pretty much reviewed all the little pieces, so all that's left to do is to take the camera off the tripod and give you some up-close videos and shots of this assembled. All right, so stay tuned. Hey guys, sorry, before I take the camera off the tripod and do some close-ups for you guys, I'm going to do some measurements. So I have my trusty old Miniso Marvel Avengers measuring tape, nice and soft so it doesn't scratch anything. We are going to go and do the width of this base. So it's 12.5 inches wide. That's just for the base, and let's see the depth. It's 12.5 inches in depth, but obviously the pram overshoots the back of the base right there, roughly by about 3/4 of an inch, but the cape here goes out much further. So if we go to the base there, it overshoots the base by about 3 inches. 3 inches. So you're looking at 50.5 inches deep to display this with Mando's cape. And obviously with the width, this rifle takes up quite a bit of side space. So if you're gonna add 12 inches to that, you are looking at just over 5 inches added with the rifle out there. So you're looking at 17.5 to almost 18 inches in width. Just kind of crazy. Let's see here. Yeah, just about 18 inches in width. Okay, and we're gonna measure the height here. Obviously it's on a Lazy Susan, so I'm gonna measure it from the very bottom of the base there, all the way up. And you are looking at, ooh, it'd be at the butt of his gun, not even his helmet. So just for measurement's sake, his helmet is 21.25, just over 21.25 inches. And with the rifle here, it looks like it's about 22. No, 21.5. 21.5. Let's measure from the back here so it's more. Can't even tell really. 22 to the top of this rifle, which makes sense. It's about half an inch to 3/4 of an inch from the top of his helmet there. But you know what? You can display, if you're displaying it forward facing, you can display it with or without, depending on your display and room restrictions on where you're displaying it. But I, for one, will be displaying him with this. I don't know if I told you guys in my other videos, but I just placed an order with Modu cases. I dealt with, who did I deal with there? Was it Jack? I think I was dealing with Jack there. He helped me design a full custom shelving. It's going to go back here. So it's going to go just below the window, all the way across from one side to the other, getting rid of the details, getting rid of that cabinet, you know, whatever that is where the statues are. And they're all going to fit inside and on top with lighting everywhere. And it's going to be fantastic, except I got to wait 6 months for it to be made and delivered. But really excited about that. And but right now I'm more excited about this. This is a fantastic statue. So now we can finally take the camera off the tripod and we'll do some close-up shots. All right, so I'll be right back. Okay guys, we are back. Here it is, the Mandalorian Mudhorn sigil. Really, really cool. Wish this was a magnet, you can take it on and off, but it's still nice there. But very simple base on the bottom, you know. Just metal looking all the way around. And then as you get up top here, they placed all the rock formations and sand and whatnot. There's a closer up of the Stormtrooper helmet. You can see the pitting and weathering on the helmet. The lenses have all faded. There's sand inside the breather units there. It's obviously discolored. It's no longer that nice shiny white, but more of like a matte sand blasted plastic sort of, well, they're not plastic. What are Stormtroopers' armor made out of? I don't know, like mush, right? Because they always get killed every time they get hit. It's supposed to be like a fake Beskar, like the next best thing to Beskar, but obviously when you compare it to actual Beskar in the show, it's absolute junk because blaster shots don't bounce off of Stormtrooper armor. It actually gets absorbed right into them and they die. So yeah. Base looks great, little pieces of rubble or rocks sticking out from there. You can see Mando's boots there. Like I said, with the gray, they should have matched it with the color of the base. That would have been much nicer than him, like I said earlier, stepping in like untried sidewalk cement. Back here, you have these rock formations that look great. And you can see here, that's where Grogu's pram pegs into there. So we're moving up. We'll start off with Grogu here, I guess. He looks great. You can see close-ups of him. The eyes look wonderful. They did a really good job. Really good likeness there. Still very cute. Nice big ears. Pram again is very nicely detailed inside. Moving to Mando's boots. Nice kind of leather look there. Lots of weathering here. Pouches everywhere. Weapons everywhere. Really smooth finish on this Beskar plate there. Nice weathering done on this plate as well. I think another thing people were complaining about is his cloth here is a little too gray. It should be more brown. But I'm fine with that. Like on mine, from where I'm standing, like maybe not on the camera because the colors are a little off. It actually does look brown to me in person. Looks a lot less gray, but more brown for mine at least. Yeah, even this looks more brown in person than it does on my camera. I think the lenses are doing stuff for whatever digital AI correction it's doing. Yeah, this is more of a brown also in person. In the camera, when I'm looking at through the lens here, it looks more like a muddy gray. But it looks great. Yeah, that is his midsection there. His gun, his blaster, looks great, great detail. Even put like the trigger kind of circle in there. Let's see if we can focus better. Great wood grain on the butt of the gun. More ammo. He is armed to the teeth. That is his gauntlet there. Looks fantastic. That's his other hand there. His gauntlet looks fantastic there. Really nice weathering, very shiny. Some pitting there from wear. Really impressed with the stitches and the pattern on his clothing. They did a very, very good job there. A little bit of orange peel there. Looks fantastic still. No complaints. The chest plate has definitely more orange peel effect. I wish they did it more like his helmet and the shin guards. But that's really nitpicking. Look at the weathering there in the center of his chest plate. It looks great. His ammo sash there looks fantastic. Really looks like leather. Buckles look great. His other shoulder pad there. You can see a little bit of the orange peel. It looks much better in person than on the camera, going right up close to that. Again, here is the rifle. Really, really nice detail. That is the wood grain on the gun. And we're going back up to his helmet. Weathering is done quite nicely. Gloss, the lens is done quite well as well. All in all, I have nothing really bad to say about this. Like even the inaccuracies don't even bother me. I mean, this is a studio. They are taking a character and putting their own artistic touches on it. How they see Mando. This is kind of like him in between everything, like from season 1 to season 2, first episode to mid-season or starting of the second season. So, I mean, these things don't bother me. Like the end result is a fantastic statue. Really, really great pose. He really looks like he's strutting his stuff, walking with Grogu, his little sidekick there. It looks fantastic. It looks 100 times better than the Sideshow one. I mean, no one has in-hand product of the Sideshow one, but just seeing this in person versus all the detailed pictures on the Sideshow website, this thing kills Sideshow's version of this. I mean, that's my opinion at least. You know, if you think the Sideshow one is better than this one, then all the power to you. I am not going to fight you on that. These things are pieces of art. They're all, you know, what you interpret it to be. To someone, this could be crap. To me, it is beautiful, and vice versa. So again, this is the Iron Studios, Star Wars, The Mandalorian and the Child Legacy Replica quarter scale Polystone statue in hand. I got 2. I'm so happy. Wonderful statue. Over the moon. And yeah, that's it for now for me. So please like, subscribe, and stay tuned because I have that one there. That is the Mondo Godzilla that I'm going to unbox and do a video on soon, maybe later tonight. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Happy collecting.